ho, ho, motherfuckers! It is I, Professor Macabro, along with the ever-festive zombie Huesitos and the spooky crew, and we're here to regale you with some spooky Yuletime spirit. Yes, indeed. As you can see, I'm all decked out in my red and black color-coordinated Santa hat, because, I'm keeping with the brand, the red and black, you see. And I'm also sporting my really cool, spooky skeleton, sweater, you see. Also keeping with the horror and the skull theme. As you can see, I have a thing for skulls. And we're here to regale you, like I said, with a little spooky Yuletime spirit. As you know, it is well known from here to Timbuktu that Professor Macabro is all about Halloween and the spooky stuff. But I do appreciate Christmas for what it is. Good cheer, tours, goth chicks, and what's the thing that they always say? I don't know, I forget. It doesn't matter. But I like all the flashing lights. Yes, indeed. It kind of puts me in a little trance, seeing all those little bright lights flash at night. Yes, indeed. But I do like the stuff that happens during Christmas. Like the presents. I loved getting presents when I was a kid. By the big fat man that stopped bringing me presents. So just because when I started being into hot chicks and doing naughty stuff, and when he was like, oh, no more presents for you. Well, fuck you, fat man. Very annoying. But I still like what comes out of Christmas. Like I said, the food, the epilepsy-causing lights, if you will, and all the other cool stuff. But also, it allows me to have my little Christmas traditions that I've had since I've encountered this particular pieces of media. You see, back in the day, before your interwebs and what have you, during Christmas time, they would pass Christmas specials on TV, you see. And they would pass a whole block of them. Yeah, sometimes on different channels, so you had to switch that channel, or check your TV guides to see what was playing where. But it was a tradition to always check out these Christmas specials. Unfortunately, now because of rights bullshit, and because a company bought up the rights to exclusively distribute, they don't pass them on TV anymore. But thankfully, through physical media, you could still watch these specials. So now that since I own the physical media, I can pop them in every year and enjoy them and just have that wave of nostalgia, that Christmas nostalgia, come over the dark soul that is Professor Macabro and have a smile on his face. Yes, indeed. So, inspired by Charcy Lux, because she did this video, I wanted to share with you all, if I may, my favorite all-time must-watch movies or specials to watch during the Christmas season. So, let's go. First off, to talk about is a classic. It has its counterpart on Halloween, and if you actually look about it, a lot of franchises or series or characters have a Halloween movie and or a special, and a Christmas movie and or a special. Even Art the Clown got into it, having 2 set in Halloween and 3 set in Christmas. Even fucking Medea has a Christmas one and a Halloween one. But the one that stands above them all is good old Ernest P. Worrell, and Ernest Saves Christmas. Now, this actually, if memory serves me right, came before Scared Stupid. But I, of course, watched Scared Stupid during Halloween season, and I watched Save Christmas during the Christmas season, you see. And it's a really good movie with Ernest. Santa Claus is looking for his replacement, and unfortunately shit happens, and his magical bag gets stolen, his magical reindeer gets shipped somewhere, so it's up to Ernest to try to save Christmas. It is a really good movie. I highly enjoy it. I highly recommend it. But to me, the superior one is the Halloween one, and that's something that you're gonna hear me say a lot here, that the Halloween one is the superior one, but Ernest Saves Christmas is a really good watch, I tell you what. Definitely watch it every year, and I highly recommend it. Next one is Gremlins. Now, you could say that this is a horror comedy that's set in Christmas, but that's what I'm all about. I watch this every year because I freaking love the setting. It feels like Christmas of the good old days, and everything's bright and shiny, and then shit hits the fan when the fucking gremlins pop up and just run roughshod through everyone. I love it. I love the little puppets. I love the little gizmo. I love the whole gremlins thing, and I especially love Phoebe Cates' performance in this. Oh, she was super cute. I love Phoebe Cates in Gremlins. And that really spooky story where she explains why she doesn't celebrate Christmas anymore because her papa dressed up as Santa Claus and his dumbass thought that he could fit through the chimney. Slipped, broke his neck. A few days later to drag him out, and she was like, well, that's when I stopped celebrating Christmas. And that would probably do it, yes indeed. But I love Gremlins. It's funny, it's dark, it has amazing puppet work. It's a must-watch every year for me, yes indeed. Gremlins. Next, the movie that I'm going to talk about, it's not Christmas until shit goes down in the Nakatomi Plaza, and that's Die Hard. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfuckers! Yes, indeed, I love Die Hard. It's a must-watch every year. And for a while, there was that whole debate. Is Die Hard the Christmas movie? Is it not a Christmas movie? It's not a Christmas movie because it's an action movie. But the people say that it is a Christmas movie because there's Christmas music and Christmas themes. And it's set in a Christmas party, so of course it's a Christmas movie. It is to me anyway. Yes, indeed. Rob, Don, and Larry did a watch-along, and I was going to watch it anyway because I was going to do it for my Friday watch. I actually did Die Hard and Gremlins this last Friday. And it's a great movie. It's the pinnacle action movie that inspired so many other Die Hard's clones. Die Hard with Anna Nicole Smith and her 2 sexy shower scenes. Die Hard on a boat. Die Hard on a plane. Die Hard on a train. Die Hard on the White House. You name it, it's gotten a Die Hard. Yes, indeed. And I freaking love it, love it. This is the 5-star collection with a whole bunch of shitload of special features. Nice, thick box. Really, really cool metallic shininess. I love Die Hard, and I make it a point to watch it every year. It's fucking amazing. The next one, and this is when we're getting to the specials. Well, I got one more. But this is the kind of stuff that they would pass and hype the shit out of it. I remember catching it one year, and I was just like mystified about this simple little story about this poor kid that the whole universe takes a shit on, called Charlie Brown. And I identify with Charlie Brown. Just a humble, nice person trying to get by. Not really a bad person. Just, maybe has a tad bit of the depression, which I identified with. And people just dump on the poor motherfucker. Very, very relatable to me. Yes, indeed. He's always on his quest to kick that football, and then life takes it away and it does a flip. I really like the Peanuts series. The one that stands tall it's the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown. Love It's the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown. Freaking amazing. But the second one that comes close, and actually also the first one that came out in the specials, it's what's it called? Charlie Brown Christmas. Forgive Professor Macabro, he might be slightly drunk. But yes, Christmas, Charlie Brown, or Charlie Brown's Christmas, is fucking amazing. It's a very simple story. It's a very humble story. It's just about this guy that's feeling depressed about Christmas because he feels it's too commercial, and his friends, well, I use the term friends loosely because they treat him like shit, but they're like, oh, you're just depressed, come be the director of the Christmas play, even though they still treat him like shit. God damn it! Charlie Brown could grow up to be a serial killer and fuck up all these people. Or it would motivate him to be successful, which is actually, there's a cartoon parody of it, where Charlie Brown became really successful, left the town, and then many years ago came back and saw that everyone that treated him poorly, their life ended very shittily. But, yes, Charlie Brown Christmas, very cool, very, the animation is a little rough, but it's what gives it its charm. And yes, I am one of those crazy people, because you're probably wondering, Professor Macabro, that thing's still sealed, you haven't opened it. But no, I have opened it, you see. I like to keep the original wrapping, and let me tell you, sometimes it's a bitch to open it on the bottom and take it out like this. But Professor Macabro is so insane that he does do it. So yes, all of these movies do have the original wrapping, but I open them at the bottom because to me it gives them a little extra dust protection. Yes, I'm not crazy. I'm totally justified on what I'm doing. But Charlie Brown Christmas is amazing, but I do prefer It's the Great Pumpkin a lot more. Now, the other one is a must-watch. Yes, indeed. It's Dr. Seuss, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, narrated by Boris Karloff, so it has that horror connection. Also, animated by Chuck Jones, who did a whole bunch of Looney Tunes and Tom and Jerry's. So the animation, chef's kiss. The expressions they give the Grinch when is just really cool. The comedic timing, amazing. It's a really cool story, which unfortunately has gotten adaptations that don't compare to this. There's the Jim Carrey one, which felt too much. It was too much. This is a simple story, 22 minutes of the runtime, and they made that thing into a 2-hour mess of things. Just too much happening on the screen. And then they made, the people that made the Minions movie did one, and that was too safe. It played it too safe. And, but this is the superior one. Yes, indeed. This is the one that you want to watch year on out. And again, I don't know, I know that, someone told me, Jim from Now It's Dark told me that Apple put up the rights to all the Charlie Brown cartoons. And, I don't know if you can find this streaming, but again, physical media is king. This is the old snapper case, and again, I keep the plastic. Yes, indeed. But, this is good. You can find this on this snapper case edition. There's a deluxe DVD. There's a super duper deluxe 50th anniversary Blu-ray. But get the physical media because, again, streaming rights are weird. Yes, indeed. Before I get to the last one, there are some honorable mentions that I wanted to give. You can't have Christmas without the story of Scrooge. And I couldn't decide which one to actually talk about. So I'll talk about both. And you have the, also one that they would pass a lot on TV, was the Mickey's Christmas Carol with Scrooge McDuck. Oh, bah, humbug. You will work on Christmas, you son of a bitch. Yes, indeed. Scrooge McDuck as playing Scrooge. It's freaking amazing. Very good. Very good. A little short they did there. Christmas special. And the other one is my personal favorite version of A Christmas Carol, the one with George C. Scott. Some people like the Muppet one. Some people like the other millions of versions there are. But I like the George C. Scott version because that one has just that little hint of horror in it. It's very creepy. George C. Scott plays it like this angry motherfucker, which I really like his performance. And everything just has this dreary, drab, Victorian, but like the shitty Victorian where everyone looks diseased and shit and smelly as fuck. I like that one. And then when he's with the present and he's like, oh, look at my children, and he has these little gnarly things, and the Ghost of Christmas Future looks freaking amazing. Yes, indeed. I like that one. And the other one is the Garfield Christmas special. Now, personally, as I've said before, I like the Halloween special much, much more. But the Christmas one, it's okay. It's another little charming little thing that goes on. It's not as dynamic as the Halloween one, but it's a very nice, pleasant story featuring Charlie Brown, featuring Garfield, Odie, John, and his family. It's a nice one, but I prefer Charlie Brown Christmas and the Grinch more than the Garfield one. And the last one that I wanted to talk about here is A Nightmare Before Christmas. But you're probably wondering, Professor Macabro, what the fuck's wrong with you? Nightmare Before Christmas is a Halloween one. Well, that's the beauty and the magic of A Nightmare Before Christmas, you see. It works as a Halloween movie because it's set in Halloween Town with the king of Halloween taking over Christmas, but it also works as a Christmas movie, you see, because, again, it's the king of Halloween taking over Christmas, and the climax is set during Christmas, and he has to go save Santa Claus, and he visits Christmas Town. So it's one of those movies that works as both a Halloween watch and a Christmas watch. You can't go wrong with A Nightmare Before Christmas. Has great, memorable songs, great characters, fucking amazing animation. Yes, indeed. I love A Nightmare Before Christmas. This is my favorite non-horror movie. You'll see, because I get to enjoy it on Halloween and on Christmas. And every time I watch it, I love it so. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Well, that was my must-watch Christmas movies during the Christmas season. Has Christmas gotten too commercial? Yes. But I still like the feeling. I mean, I love Halloween. That's what my jam. But something about Christmas brings the good in people. I mean, there's still your shitty people that will be shitty all year round. But something about Christmas really does bring good cheer and good thoughts to other people. So, if you celebrate Christmas or whatever other holiday you celebrate, may you celebrate it well. Don't be a shitty person. Just don't, because Krampus is going to come fuck you up. So don't be a shitty person. Be a good person. And have a nice holiday with the people that care for you. And be a good person. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. A PSA from Professor Macabro. So, what are your favorite must-watch Christmas-related movies or specials? Do you not care for Christmas? Also fair. What do you do during the seasons to get by? Let us know in the comments down below. But until we see you all again next time, this is Professor Macabro. That is Zombie Huesitos and the Spooky Crew. And we wish you all, like always, a good evening. But Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Festivus for the rest of us. Whatever you celebrate, celebrate it with yours and yours. And I wanted to take an opportunity, if I may, after my sign-off, to thank everyone in the community that has put up with me through the years. Knowing each and every one of you and being able to interact either through comments or through live streams but just by enjoying your content. Thank you so much for accepting me, all of you, and getting to know all of you is the greatest Christmas present that I could ever have asked for as a YouTube content creator. Yes, indeed. So have a good one. Celebrate it with your loved ones. I will be celebrating it as I usually do, being batshit crazy. But take care, everyone, and happy holidays. Ho, 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 ho. Ho, 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 ho. Ho, ho, ho. Oh, maybe I should get some hose. Get on the hoo train.